mathematical notations, and you're already familiar, I think, with infix notation. And in infix notation, it is very common. You write the operator between the operands, like 2 plus 3, answer 5. So here the operator resides between the operands. But in prefix notation, the operator precedes the operands. So in prefix notations, operator is applied on the next consecutive 2 operands. So plus is applied on 2 and 3. The answer is 5. Similarly, in postfix notation, the operator follows the operands like 2, 3 and plus. So the plus is applied on the consecutive 2 operands which are written before the operator. So the answer is 5. So these are the 3 basic notations, and the infix notation, which is very common, but it is very confusing to evaluate, because some operators have more precedence than others, and in those cases we need to be very careful while evaluating the mathematical expression. And in computer science and in programming, sometimes you need to look ahead before evaluating the expressions. Like for example, this is an infix notation, and here you need to look ahead that here is the operator of multiplication which has higher precedence than the operator of addition. So you need to evaluate this before the plus operator. So here if we evaluate this first, the answer would be 5 into 5, that is 25, and which is wrong. And instead we need to evaluate this first, and so the answer would be 2 plus 15, and answer is 17, which is correct. So the infix notations creates confusion sometimes. So to avoid those confusions, we need to convert this infix notation into either prefix or postfix. And for example, if we convert this notation into prefix, that would be this one. And evaluating this prefix notation is very easy. We look for a pair of operands and apply the operator that is left to those operands. So here this operator multiplication will be applied on these 2 operator, and we will replace this triplet with the answer. So that would be plus 2, and answer of these 3 objects would be 15. Now again we have 2 operands, 2 and 15, and the operator that is left that precedes these 2 operands. So this operator will be applied on these 2 operands, and the answer would be 17. So there was no confusion at all. Similarly, in evaluating postfix notation, we apply the operator on the 2 consecutive operands which are on the left side of this operator. So this operator will be applied on these 2 consecutive operands, and we will replace these 3 objects with the answer of this evaluation. So the next step would yield 2 and 3, 5 applied. When we apply the multiplication operator, becomes 15 and then plus. Now again here this operator will be applied on these 2 objects or operands, and the answer would be 17. Again here was no confusion. So prefix and postfix notations are very easy to evaluate, and we do not need to care about the precedence of any operator, because we solve it as they come to us. Now we see a procedure of manually converting the infix notation into postfix or prefix notation. Let's first convert this infix notation into postfix notation. It is very easy. you have to enclose this expression into brackets. So first of all, I cover this whole expression inside a bracket, and next we have to apply the brackets according to the order of evaluation. So here you see the multiplication operator has more precedence than plus operator, so we would evaluate this operator first. So I will cover this with bracket. So we keep on adding brackets according to the order of evaluation. So we have added all the brackets to this expression because first of all we will evaluate this one, and then the answer of this one will be added to this number. So we have added all the required brackets. So next we have to convert it into postfix. What we will do, we will remove the brackets one by one, and we will move the operator outside of the bracket to the left, and we will write it at the left side because it is a postfix notation. So here what will happen, we will move this operator from here to the right side, and we will remove these brackets. And next you can assume that again we have two objects, this is one and this is the second object, and we have to apply this operator on these two objects or operands. So again, when we will remove the brackets, we will move this operator outside the brackets and we will write it on the right side. So here we will cut it from here and we will write it at this place, and we will remove the bracket. So this is the postfix notation. Similarly, for prefix notation, first of all we cover the expression inside the brackets. So the outside brackets covering the whole expression, then we will apply brackets according to the order of evaluation. As you know, this has more precedence, we will evaluate this first, so we apply bracket here, and that's it. And now as it is a prefix notation, we will remove brackets one by one by moving the operators outside of the bracket. So the next step would give us, we will remove these two brackets and we will move this operator outside of these brackets instead of the first bracket. So it will become this way, move it from here, and we will remove these brackets. And next we have two operands, this one and this one, and we have to remove these outer brackets. So what we will do, we will move this operator outside of this expression and we will write it at the start of the first bracket. So it will become like this here, and we remove these brackets. So that's it, and it's actually a manual process of converting infix to prefix or infix to postfix. And in the next lecture we will see how to convert these expressions using stacks and queues. So stay tuned.